Hello everyone, myself Gurpreet Singh Chhabda and I welcome you all back to my YouTube channel Ravenous Learner. Well, today I wanted to share with you all the skills that are actually required in a person when he wants to get hired. These skills are not only important from the hiring perspective, but it is also important in giving you success in your professional lives. So make sure that you imbibe these skills within yourselves as soon as possible. Let's look at the skills one by one. The first skill that is required in any candidate is the communication skills. When I say communication skills, I see people often fearing by just listening to the skill. The reason of this fear is that they relate the skill with certain language. They feel that if they are able to interact in that language, they have a good communication skill. If they are not able to interact in that language, they feel that they don't have a good communication skill. Well, it's not about language. It's about you and the person you're interacting with should be comfortable. Communication language can be any. Communication skill is not only about speaking to a person, it's also about listening to a person. You should listen to a person patiently because if you want your message to be listened, similarly the person you're interacting with also want his message to be listened by you. So respect the communication in a way that you also listen to someone. During speaking or listening to someone, body posture is very important. The first body posture is having a proper eye contact. Eye contact in a way that it should not make the person uncomfortable. It can be also about how you relate to your body. Your body hand gestures show that you are interested in the communication or not. Too many hand gestures can be confusing also. So these are a few points about communication skills which you all should pay attention of. The second skill that is very important from the hiring perspective is that of a teamwork skills. Teamwork skills are also very important. It's not about some rocket science of how are the teamwork skills, how can I imbibe those skills within me. Remember one thing, your family is the team number one for you all. This team number one, I mean to say, is that from the point you have been born, you have been into your families. So it's the first team for you all. Always remember to help your colleagues around you. Help them if they have been stuck into some problem. Invite certain kind of ideas from them. Brainstorm with your colleagues. The brainstorming sessions can be very helpful as it also helps you all to involve certain kind of innovative idea at times. Teamwork skills are thus important in professional life. Unless you have a proper interaction without any hindrance with your team members, you will not succeed in your professional life. So pay the skills proper attention of. The third skill that is very important is that of persuasion skills. Persuasion skills are the skills of convincing someone to follow certain course of action, process, or simply for a sales engineer it may mean to convince someone to buy a product or a service. Convincing skills are very important, but it should be respected within the limits. It should not be the case that you're just following up with the person, buy this product, buy this service. It should not be that case. You should respect the front persons you're interacting with, his needs, his ideas. It should be he demanding from you his requirements rather than you giving to him the things which he doesn't need. So convince the person up to the point that it is comfortable to him also. So pay this idea a proper attention of. The fourth skill that is important from the hiring perspective is that of perseverance skill. Perseverance skills are the skills to continuously strive to achieve a certain objective, even if faced by multiple difficulties or obstructions. The basic idea is that you should not give up. You should give your best at each and every task you are involved in. The time you give up, understand that you lack the perseverance skills. This skill is very important from the hiring perspective. It is because the employment sees from your nature that how you will deal the task you will be given. If he feels that you lack the perseverance skills, you are not going to give your best at the task you are being given, he will not hire you. So make sure to not to give up. Imbibe this idea at each and every task you are involved in your daily life. The fifth skill that is very important from the hiring perspective are the learning skills. Learning skills comprise of four important things. One is the critical thinking, second is the creative thinking, third is communication of this different thinkings, and the fourth is collaborating. Critical thinking is analyzing a problem. If you see a certain kind of problem, plan how you're going to work on that problem. Analyze it. Then define the measures what you're going to take to just solve that problem in the most efficient form that you can do it. Then work on that problem. Now, for this is one part of your critical thinking. For this, you will require creative thinking. Evolve certain kind of ideas. Try to involve certain kind of innovative ways in which you can solve that problems in the most efficient form. If you are able to do it, well and good. If you're working in your teams, communicate with your teams. Hence the third important point comes into place. Communicate with your team members. Have brainstorming sessions with them as to how you all can solve that problem in the most creative and innovative form. It should save the time. It should save, of course, the cost if a cost is a factor involved in that. Also, the resultant work should be the best. So, communicating is an important point. And as you communicate with different members, you collab with them. You collab with them. You distribute your work with them. I am going to do this task. You can do this task. You try to have a proper communication within your team as to how you all are going to divide your work with an aim to solve that problem. So that is about what are the skills required in the process of getting hired. Remember one thing, at every time you face an interview, you will be facing different types of questions by the interviewer just with an aim that he wants to check the skills. Imbibe the skills in your daily life because it's not only about getting hired for a company, it's about you making your life into a successful career ahead. So thank you guys for watching this video. If this video was helpful to you all, or if you have liked this video, make sure to smash the like button below. Also comment below if you have faced certain kind of interviews, some glitchy interviews, some questions that you feel that everyone should be aware of. Also make sure to subscribe to this channel. The link to subscription will be directly here. Also the link to my previous videos will be here. Share this video with your friends, your colleagues, your family members because it can benefit them also. Goodbye.